Scotland's getting a high of 29. That's outrageous. Time to get out the Barbie. Yeah, do you know what? I've not done a Barbie this year. I really should use it. Because I like the F-16 more, Mr. Kiwi. Your lawn's literally gone. Oh dear. The grass on my lawn is probably some of the hardiest grass I've known. It's unbelievable. In Essex, you sometimes get these drought periods and it doesn't rain for weeks, and it goes yellow and crispy, and you think it's dead. You honestly think your lawn's dead, and then it rains, and then it goes green and just shoots up. It's ridiculous. It's like the cacti of grass. Actually, Nikki, it's 38 because I just checked. I've still got Vegas on my weather thing. They've issued a burning ban. It's not, Connor. Ask Mad Mick. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to endure 48, Zarek.
Yeah.
Anything over 40 is just not comfortable. Anything approaching 50 is just nope. Jules' first jet stream is pushing weather from Spain, Madrid and Italy. The weather thing I saw, Jules, had a stream that was coming in from the Atlantic and then pushing over the top of Scotland and round. And it just leaves this massive high pressure pocket over the top of England. And I think that's going to create a really nasty pollen count as well. Because with the high pressure, what happens is all the kind of pollen and rubbish just sits there and gets squashed onto the surface. That's weird, that, Pringle, because most people complain that like cold weather or thunderstorms plays havoc with the legs and stuff. In Phoenix, you can keep it. Mr. Godfather, thank you for 7 months. South of France and 13, you're sitting outside not doing anything. Well, the humidity's a factor. Where are we going now?
Welcome back.
141, welcome back. Yeah, I've been to Turkey when it's been high 30s and it is, like you say, it's very hot. Same in Vegas though, like you can't touch the surface of things because they're scorching hot. Honestly, Westy Dog, I wouldn't go on the African continent in summer. Just no. Absolutely no. Squirrel logistics drop off. Australia in winter should be fun. Mine's 50 to 60. In winter? Leaky, alright mate, good night. It's a bit wonky. Now, this thing seems to be hauling everything we're throwing it. You've got arthritis if it's too hot or cold, you get a massive pain in your joints. I can understand that, Jules. Totally understand that. Oops. Where can we park up? We can go and buy next door if we don't already own it. You could ask Paul to do it. Good night, Globetrotter. What happened to Mandlesoft? He works at SCS. I don't quite get why you have to be in a specific place to actually go to sleep. It's weird. Like, I'm in the garage. Why can't I just rest anywhere here? Well, Mandlesoft will be busy with Germany rebuild for about at least 18 months, I would have thought. Size of it? Empty pallets. Potted flowers. Scania 94. Wind turbine blades. It's a bit far. If it was like 800 to do it, but not 1200, it's too far. An MAN Lion Coach, lol. Reservoir tank. Iveco trucks. Down to Basil? There we go. I'm teleporting again. Iveco sports trucks sounded funny. We're at Antwerp. Would you choose teleporting as a superpower? What were the choices of superpower? What would I be choosing it against? Flying, mind reading, etc. Well, I guess it depends how fast you can fly for a kickoff. Socks, welcome to the house. Thank you for your support, Socks. And thank you for your nutty welcome, guys. Teleportation or invisibility? Is that line of sight teleportation? Or teleportation into places behind walls and things like that? Can I, like, teleport to Germany for, like, or do I have to be able to see it? Anywhere? I would choose teleportation. Yeah, right, Pringle. Why would you even want to? Jens, to answer your question, I've been playing Euro Truck for at least 5 years and streaming it on Twitch for not less than that. We used to get more than 1100 in here, but a lot of people have moved on from trucking. If you go over to World of Tanks, you'll see a similar thing. You'll see people like Quickie Baby, who's on like 4,000, and then the next one down's like 800, and then it's like 100. It's just the way it works. You choose the ability to cure illness and injuries instantly. But if you get knocked unconscious, you can't cure it. Like, if you fell off a building, you couldn't cure that injury because you've been knocked out. Whereas when I fell off the building, I would just teleport and never hit anything. You still with 1,700. We used to get 2,500 on Sunday Night Trucking quite a lot, a couple of years ago. But people were playing the game a lot more back then. That's one reason. When ATS launched, was it about 18 months ago? We had 10,000 people watching. Which for a sim game is pretty extraordinary. Yeah, if SCS are going to release something, or Pro Mods are releasing something, we'll get like 2K. Easy. Good, thank you, Lewis. Gave up on ATS. Well, they didn't really give up on it. They've got Oregon coming soon. They had to rescale it, for one. For whatever reason, it's just not as popular as ETS. Yeah, Basilbush, that's true. Everybody likes seeing pre-release, you know. Pre-release will always attract more people because they want to come along and see what, you know, what the game is, what the truck is, whatever. Make a judgment about whether it's something they want to buy. That's part of what streaming can help with. Well, Marty, you can get most of the trucks as a mod, so... Mr. Rob Jensen, thank you very much for the host. It would be more popular than it is if it had more content. Well, let's... Hey, Ripku, let's examine that theory. So, Cornwall, if ATS had released with all of America mapped, do you think it would have more people playing it than Euro Truck? Would you be playing it right now if it had all of America mapped? As opposed to ETS with most of Europe mapped? And think about it. Think about it, like, don't just think, oh, if I had America. Like, would you? Would you really? And if the answer's no, then why? We just left Brussels, Rob. Yeah. Rob Jensen and Rubku, I don't know if you guys have tried this truck yet, but if you've not, you really should. It's a cracking little truck. Because you live in Europe, right? So, Does that mean that the people who live in the United States would be more likely to play it because they live there? Will you still be streaming by the time when all the states of ETS have been completed? What, in 10 years' time? I don't know. I have no idea, Thomas. I've been full-time for 5 years now. Who can predict the next 5? Why do you have full beam on time up? Eh. No, it can't be used for MP. If you're only doing MP. Dad used to own an F-16. A few people have said that. You've only scratched the surface of ETS2 and you'll play it a lot more. You live in Ohio and you play ETS every day and play ETS maybe once a year. It's interesting, isn't it, Bigfoot? Because, like, you kind of want to play the game based on the country that you live in because it's more comfortable. Well, I think MP is getting NPCs, wildebeest. If you look at the latest MP video, looks like that's something they're about to launch. The next state will be in ATS after New Mexico. You mean after Oregon? Dunno. AP3, have they actually confirmed the whole private session thing or not? I think NPC means AI. Play ETS and you live in America and hate ATS. And then there's Sommy who prefers driving in ATS and lives in England. Go figure. Yeah, AI driving around, Nikki, exactly. Synchronized traffic. A bit like what you see in Bustin. Multiplayer with each other, but synchronized traffic. Yeah, if they have private servers and synchronized traffic, that makes it perfect for streaming. Absolutely. I'm not going to show my graphic settings while I'm driving now. At Daldrum, my research paper is now submitted. I'm now headed to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Don't get eaten. Didn't like Fallen Kingdom. Oh dear. Think they're trying hard to make money? Who, Lewis? Frontier? ATS is a little easier to drive because it's more highway driving. That's very true, BJ. You've got nice wide freeways and, you know, interstate roads and that kind of thing. But equally, ETS has the opposite. It has loads of twisty little roads that go into very small towns in Europe. And it can be pretty interesting as opposed to driving along freeways, which is not that interesting. ATS makes the northwest roads become less open. That's sunrise. Andy G, good evening. I do like driving when the sky's like this. I would agree, some UK. If you look at this game and go back and look at my like older videos from 4 or 5 years ago, and you look at the game compared to now, it's like, what? You don't remember it being like that. You loved 18 Wheels of Stream at Stream Trucker because you had some nice challenges. Yeah, they need some more of that stuff. They need some stuff for the drivers. Review hype. Look at that for a view. It's awesome. Absolutely no Doppler effects on the engine audio. Did you notice that? When the truck goes past an external camera, you just get the same engine level as if you're sat outside like that. There was no change to it. Wait, which way are we going? You what, mate? Did I just miss my turn? Oh well. Perfect time to go external camera. Too busy playing with cameras. Well, I am reading chat as well, Tarek. Completely legal move. It's fine as long as nobody sees it. The Brussels Ring Road is a nightmare. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to have a hay fever tablet shortly. Is there any cameras you wish SCS to add? Cameras? Thousand dash cams. I don't know what you mean by cameras, Connor. Yeah, we're back on track now. Oh, you mean exterior cameras. I kind of wish you could define your own. That would be fun. Okay, this is where we're meant to go. Good night, Devil Dude. Have a similar system to X-Plane. I would say have a similar system to Chase Plane. Like, Chase Plane's really good for that, because you can define your own cameras. You can define, like, orbiting cameras, if you want to do cinematic stuff, and then you can share them into the cloud and other people can grab them. Like, that's just awesome, that is. If they had that, that would be wicked. This is going to be last delivery, Smurf. I've got things I need to go and do with the painter coming tomorrow. Friends, Paul, how are you? Good to see you back after a busy few weeks. Oh man, it's good to be back. I come back here for a rest. I think we're on a normal stream schedule this week though. The race trucks. They're using their trusty Volvo to haul the race trucks. I don't know, MPR. I have no idea. I haven't even thought about how I could possibly do that. I can't move the streaming rig into the kitchen. So how do I make it happen? Don't know. I probably need IP cameras or something. See that, a sim? Transient fan was in chat earlier, Connor. Don't know, Mustang. Do you have a laptop? Not. I don't think it would work though, would it? For streaming? What are you thinking? I think if you're going to do cooking, you need to have more than one camera. Because you need to have like a camera that's looking at the food, a camera that's looking at me. You know, you can't just use the webcam on your laptop. It just looks rubbish. Snake, thank you for 2 months. You got a 30-meter cape? Yeah, no thanks. You can't even shut the door if you do that. haven't started it, Rob Johnson, no. I have multiple GoPros WH, but they're HDMI, so you can't. You can Bluetooth, but you can't. Like, you can connect to Wi-Fi, but you only connect to one camera at a time, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, I need to blow my nose. Yeah, and where does the capture card sit, Super Mouse? In the kitchen? What's that plugged into? Mr. Refrick, I would recommend using Thunderbolt. It has a maximum 30-meter cable that allows you to use your monitors, keyboard, mouse, USB on the other side of the cable with the setup box. Isn't Thunderbolt more for Apple stuff, Refrick? I don't have any equipment that's Thunderbolt. Scumbag DHL. Out accelerated. Exactly, making toast is always going to be episode 1, Al Phillips. That was always episode 1. It was DHL that broke a cup. Exactly right. See you, Basil. Boom, boom. We're going to have to do an episode on how to make a proper cup of tea, I know that much. How to boil an egg, a soft-boiled egg. Anybody can do a hard-boiled egg. It's easy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, which way are we going here? Jules, Mrs. Arsenic uses a mobile to IRL streaming in the kitchen. Yeah, but you gotta rely on the phone cam then. And the phone audio is terrible. It's doable, Jules, I agree. It's okay if you just want one camera vantage point and no overlays whatsoever. Six minutes for a soft-boiled egg. What planet are you on?
Oh, yeah.
Refrick, a Thunderbolt 3 dual 4K docking station, and then you need a Thunderbolt PCI Express card on your PC, and you're good to go. Doesn't limit it to Apple products anymore, even if it rolled on server equipment. I use it to manage my servers in the attic. I am sitting in my office floor downstairs. I only use one cable to manage 3 servers. That sounds slightly expensive, but I'll have a look, Refrick. Sounds interesting. Fee-Fi, thank you for 10 months. Should also create an episode showing Mrs. Squirrel make one of her molten teas. That's hardly cooking though, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Can't you make Cooking with Squirrel YouTube series? Not really. I'm not going to stick that on my simulator channel, am I? How to cook. Stephen C. Paul, I'm looking to go into Costa Rica or Panama on holiday next year for a week, but I'm not a keen flyer, and the thought of a 15-hour flight with one stop scares me. I get bored easily too, so 15 hours feels long. 15 hours of one stop though is not 15 hours, is it? My advice, Stephen, is to load up your iPad. But also, if you was to fly long-haul flights, they always have an entertainment system. But you should always take your own headphones because the basic ones they give you are a bit rubbish. They usually have a good selection of movies and things like that. Cooking sim. Isn't that what Cook Serve Delicious was? Mr. Refrick, the box is like €200. Asus Thunderbolt EX is 70. A 10-meter Thunderbolt cable is €80 for a cable, and €350. You're ready to go. But that would only give me. What does that give me exactly, referee? Because I don't think my monitor's a Thunderbolt anyway. And neither's my keyboard. I'm not really sure how that setup works. The cable has electronics in it, really? 10 meters wouldn't work for me anyway. I'd need more than that. So what equipment are you saying that I would have in the kitchen? That's the bit I'm missing. You can use DisplayPort as monitors. Is that true, Floaty? Because Refrick's saying it's not. SquirrelPlus does cooking sim. Pretty sure you can remix that sort of Sunday Night Trucker intro. The box has one DisplayPort outlet. A USB connector allows for a hub and a Thunderbolt 3 input. Okay. So you'd have a keyboard and mouse and screen in the kitchen, I think is what you're saying. And the camera plugs into the capture card on the docking station, I think. And then you route the whole thing back to your stream PC that then needs another PCI capture card, right? PCI Thunderbolt. I'll have to Google these items and have a look. What's the point of the setup? Just so that I can stream boiling an egg in my kitchen. This is a weird road. What if a tram comes the other way? Stuff, says Haven. You got tired of disconnecting your mouse keyboard and monitors in order to make changes to the servers in your attic. I hoisted €400 out of my wallet and now I can sit in my air-conditioned office whilst only having to need one cable. How do your servers stay cool up there, Mr. Refrick? How do they not get too hot? No scraping noise, lava tube. In fact, just an excelente delivery. Level 88 progresses. Legendary. You play Bus Simulator again, can you get the bus driver outfit to work while playing, please? Nope. The water cooler and there's ventilation there, so it's only a NAS switch through to PBX7 Linux server. Making the attic a sauna? What? Get a louder motorbike, pal. Guys, I hope you had fun. Thank you for watching Sunday Night Trucking. Can we please give some love and GGs to all the mod team. We've modded splendid this weekend. I do apologise not being able to stream Thursday and Friday, but we should be back on track next week. I've got another super busy week ahead of me. This time it won't be going places, it'll be doing things. Hopefully recording some videos and sorting out the house because the paint is here. Flying on Wednesday, I think. And then I'll be back on Thursday for some strums. Stick 57, 4 months until 2 years. Thank you very much, Stig. How was the wedding? Yeah, it was pretty good. It's a wedding. I'll kick off the playlist in like 10 minutes time. It'll be, what, Bus Sim, then Raft, and then Sunday Night Trucking. And I shall be back on Thursday. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support as always. Couldn't do without you all. And I hope you all have a rather splendid week. As long as you're not paying for it, weddings are great. Well, I had to chuck a check into the donation thing, so I kind of did pay for it, really. Take it easy, guys. Stay nutty, stay dapper, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you all on Thursday. Love you all. Good night.